TIFU by opening up to my mom. My 16F mom, 53F, didn't have the best relationship when I was a kid. We still don't, really. For a bit of background, my parents are wealthy and have been my entire life. I'm eternally grateful for what my parents do for me. But where having wealthy parents gets tripped up or misunderstood by people is the emotional aspect of it. For me at least, my parents have always tried to buy my happiness. My entire life has been my mother buying me things to keep me happy and out of her way. I never grew up with much of a sense of money preservation as a result. Even now my mom will still buy me things if it means I am quiet and out of her way. If I try to talk to her about the emotional absence I've been slapped in the face with my entire life, I end up getting guilt-tripped. Because of this, I've just learned not to open up to her. Honestly, I've never tried to outright forge a relationship with her, and that's on me. Today I asked my mom if she would take me to a craft store, and she told me I had to contribute to the house, even though I do all the chores. One thing led to another and she called me spoiled. I blew up at her and went on and on about her buying my happiness and not being there for me emotionally. I never realized how much this affected me until I talked about it. I'm crying now thinking about dome of the stuff I said. Like I said, we've never had a good relationship. And the things I said just further drove a wedge between us. I know I should have just talked to her calmly another time instead of unleashing this on a victim of generational trauma. I don't think she even realized how I felt at all. And that what hurt her the most, I know she's going to be affected by what I said in the heat of the moment, and I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself for hurting her like that. TLDR. I lashed out on my mom for essentially buying my happiness as a child when she didn't realize he was doing so. I hurt her with my words in the heat of the moment. She is a prime example of generational trauma and struggles breaking that. Yet I still lashed out on her and drove a huge wedge between us. Update. She came into my room and sat down with me to talk about it. She said what I told her hurt, but specified she didn't mean I had to apologize. She said it opened her eyes and asked me to be vulnerable. After crying for about 20 minutes, she hugged me for a long time and let me decide to pull away. We've been hanging out and talking since. This might be the start of more open communication with her. Take some time to cool off, and let her know you want to talk when she's ready. It's good to try and repair the relationship the best you can while you're living together. Once you move out, progress goes a whole lot slower. Good luck, op. Sometimes a blow-up needs to happen to get honest and start talking for real. Look at this as a beginning, not an end. Hi op. I had a similar experience growing up. I am second gen from a country with very strict customs, so that plays a role in it as well. I am not sure if your mom is the same way, but when I tried opening up to my parents to tell them several times that they didn't meet my emotional needs, they would just shut down completely. They didn't want to ever hear it or acknowledge the truth. I think deep down they recognize they failed me in that aspect, but they will never admit it to themselves, much less to me. So this is just something I had to accept and realize that I will just never have that closeness with my parents. But it was easier to accept knowing I tried my best and the ball is in their court. That said, hopefully your mom will take some time to realize everything you said, even if some of it was hurtful. What's important is that she received the message and she's willing to talk about it further with you. Definitely take a couple days to cool off. And if it helps, maybe write her a letter to get your point across further without getting worked up. If she's truly up for repairing your relationship, she will be willing to hear you out and make the necessary changes. My favorite thing about growing older is seeing how absurd it is when children use the phrase, when I was a kid. You don't need to feel bad about telling your mom something she needed to hear. I hope things get better for you. You still are a kid. You're young and these experiences are exactly what you should be going through. It takes time learning how to handle your emotions, how to react, and the ramifications of those times you lose control. Now you get to learn how to repair and move past it. You can be sorry, and say you're sorry, for the things you said or how you said them, while still believing in what you said. But try to ignore those feelings to double down on your stance. You just end up rehashing the same argument. In the end, it just wastes time to get to the same goal. Understanding and accepting each other's perspective. Everyone makes mistakes. There are no easy answers. All of this is difficult. You're doing great. Wait, parents are fallible humans with their own baggage that don't have it all figured out either? Welcome to growing up, kid. So happy for the update. TLDR, teenager had a normal drama day. It was brave of you, and it looks like this raw truth finally helped her realize something. I'm very glad this story isn't really TIFU after all. I was worried she might be a narcissist from the earlier parts of story. But if you have better relationship with her now, maybe everything will be better now and she will be even better mom. Good luck. Therapy. You both need it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.